place it just like this. The coordinator is going to come pick this box up because the police officer has to fill the back of the scanner booklet out to tell the Board of Election that they picked up that box. The coordinator stays with that. You give them the envelope. The police officer, the coordinator is going to put this in his or her own bag. Every position's got to give those envelopes to the coordinator. Any questions on the closing of the scanner?
No.
Now, again, the reason why it seems like there's a lot is because I have to show you all three positions. That little run that we just did, I'm going to clarify it for you in about 5 minutes. When I show you that return to canvas, it's going to make a lot of sense because it comes written out for you already. Okay? I have to go back. We have to go back to the store because I got to do the table. All right? And then we're going to wrap it up and take the test. All right? So you guys can go back to the table. The next door, and I'm going to do the table. Very beautiful. First step, walking to the wall. Second step.
Oh, it's cold in here.
Excuse me.
Are you Michael?
Yeah, this is bad.
Upstairs. Guys, I'm going to start in 2 minutes.
You starting with what, the table?
Yes.
All right, I'll be back. Yeah, what? Oh, Lord.
Huh? Oh, I worked on last year. You know how to do this. This wasn't? That's the idea, yeah. Oh, that's like, my daughter's always confused. I felt so bad. I'm like, all right, guys, you need to do something next.
How old is your daughter?
She's 9, going on 20. But listen, my 9-year-old act like my 26-year-old. My 26-year-old act like my 9-year-old. So when my 26-year-old act like a fool, I would like go to your 9-year-old and know how to act. She's gonna guide you on how you should treat your daddy. Then, then we talk about all right. Okay, let's get it rolling. All right.
It'll be a little while till the air gets warm.
I have to wait for his boss to flip the switch. Why, you cold?
Yeah, everybody.
Oh, look, she's blaming everybody. She didn't say, yeah, I'm cold. She said, everybody go. No, you know why? This room gets very hot. So I'm glad it's kind of like cold. It gets really hot. All right, you ready? Because, guys, I'm going to roll through this. I'm not going to rush. I'm going to roll through this. It's a big difference, okay? I don't want nobody getting confused. And remember, it's an open book test. And you're going to use your books for the test, so I don't want to run over-analyzing anything, okay?
Give us the answer, so
No. You didn't even buy me a coffee, so why would I give you any answer?
Did you ask him for?
Yes, I did.
No, you did
And
not.
she said, he was like, you know how hard. All right, you guys are ready? Now look, page 24, on all the way to, stay with me people, 24 all the way to, 24 all the way to 31 is going to help us open the table. Now listen, the ED table inspector's job, that's why I love this book, because it breaks it down for you by position, right? Look at what it says here. Arthur, stay with me, my brother. We're almost there. ED table inspector's job, opening the post site. It tells you the materials that you're going to be expecting, right? There's some other in there, like the scannable ballots, affidavit ballots. Now look, materials that has to do with your table. Look how it breaks it down for you. ED police envelope. How does that look? Oh, here you go.
So what page are you on?
Page 24. Look. ED table police envelope. ED supply envelope, right? There's some materials in here that are going to help you set up your table. So you take them out and you put them on your table. I'm going to show you what page is going to show you to set up your table. How should it look? But there's some materials that you put on your table, and there's some envelopes that are in here that you have to just verify. And I'm going to go through them. Okay? ED police envelope, ED supply envelope, which is the one we just, right? This is your ED supply. You have the police one right here. This one, remember with the keys? There's going to be a red in here to replace the green, right? Because that's your supply card, right over there. You see that? I'm good. I got my police envelope. I got my ED supply. Great transport bag. What's a great I'm going to show you on the screen. It's all in here. The great transport bag has your voter registration list, right? You definitely need that. So the voter registration list and it has your voter registration list. This is what the great transport bag has. Do we have a great transport bag inside there? I'll have to show them what a great transport bag looks like. I mean, it's on the screen, but I'll show you. It's great. No. All right, it's okay. Now look, out of the great transport bag, which I'm going to show you on the screen, comes out the voter registration list, the return of canvas. Give me a return of canvas. Okay. Right, the voter registration. That's important, right? Because this is where all the names of the voters are going to be. Right? Look, great transport bag, voter registration list. Return to canvas. Remember the return to canvas? The table how to do that. Right? And the street locator, which I'll show you. This is part of your materials at the table. That's important. The great transport bag, once you take it out of your supply card, put it back. Because you're going to need that to store that back in here. Orange return bag. Now the orange return bag looks like this. Every table have their own. Because inside this orange bag, there we go, look, that's the great transport bag. That's where you take your voter registration list out of. It's important, right? Once you remove your voter registration list, put it back into the orange bag, right? Then we have other envelopes we have to confirm, just like this. Orange bag, we got that. Scannable ballots. What are scannable ballots? These. Remember the packets? Remember 25 each? If you have 4 pads, just multiply 4 times 25 is 100. And I'm going to show you how to fill that out. So I got my packets, my books, right? What else? Affidavit ballots. How do they look? You're going to have a pack of these. Right? You're going to have a pack of those on your table. What else? Sample ballot poster. Now the sample ballot poster is a big poster. Like that. They don't definitely give us those to training. They just tell us to describe it to you guys. It's just a big sample ballot. It's a bigger version of the ballot from your ED. You see that? And it's going to be placed underneath the sign by your table, like that. It's just a copy of the ballot, a big one. Okay? You take that up. ED80 sign, the ones you see here, it comes out of it looks like a laundry bag. It's like a netted laundry bag. It comes in pieces, so all they want you to do is put it together, like that, 4 pieces, and put it by your table, so that way when I come to sign your book, I know where to go. That's my ED, 85, okay? That goes by your table. Court order pad, this is by your table as well. This comes out of your supply cart, put it nice and neat. Blue table display. This is your blue table display. It comes out of here. It's going to be flat in a plastic. Remove the plastic. Don't break the plastic underneath. Just remove it. Place it on here. These materials you might need, take them out of your plastic and put them up nice and neat on top of your supply cart. Remember, every table has their own supply cart. Okay? Their own materials to take out. Red stripe privacy sleeve. This is for the person with an affidavit. The red privacy sleeve go on top of your supply cart. I'm going to repeat that. Your red privacy sleeves go on top of your supply cart. Are we clear? I'm going to discuss that in a few. Yeah, something similar. I'm going to discuss that. But where's your red privacy sleeve? On top of your supply cart. Black stripe privacy sleeve, the ones we were using, remember? For the voter, the regular voter, those have to be on top of your table. They have to be next to your ballot. So you can take the ballot out, put it in there, see you later. Okay? I'm not talking about this. We already know what time to get there. At 5 in the morning. Introduce yourself, get your position, and get going. Right? Are we clear? All right. Look at number 5. Verify contents of ED police envelope. That sounds familiar, because that's what we did to the other position. Verify identity and integrity of green front door seal and open the cart door. Remember, the green, there's going to be a green seal on the supply cart. You have to cut that green seal and put it back into your envelope, because we need to verify that in a few minutes. Okay, we're going to put that on top. That's your great transport bag. Right? What comes out of the great transport bag? Your voter registration list, right? Your returning canvas, and your street locator. They all go on your table. Let's go to page, people, number 20. Let's go to 28. Let's go to 28. Remember, I told you that each table is going to have is going to be accounted. They're going to be responsible for packs of ballots. Responsible, and I told you there's going to be a ballot transmittal sheet in the first pad. And the first pad is what? 1 through 25. You see this ballot transmittal sheet? That's exactly how it's going to look. It's going to be pre-printed at the top, and also it's going to tell you how many pads you should have in your supply cart for that party. You see that? You don't have to count anything. Look, it breaks it down for you. This one says you have 4 pads. So you know what you do? Make sure you have 4 pads. Then it tells you the next one. It breaks it down for you per pad. 1 through 25, 26 to 50. You see that? What the Board of Election wants you to do is put your initials on the first one, because that's the first one you're going to use. You see that? So you put it on top of your table. The rest of the 3 pads, make sure you take them and put them back into your supply cart. And when you're done with the first pad, take the second pad out, put your initials, and put the rest back. The stub has to go back, because that's an envelope that I'm going to show you later on. That's a great question, because some people don't know what to do with them. They leave them on top of the table. Take that stub alone and put it back into the supply cart, because you have to account for that. You see that? This, if you start with 100 ballots, you better end up with 100 ballots. That's going to help you count returning canvas too. Are we clear? We'll go page 29. Now look, before we go to page 29, this is the returning canvas. Remember I was telling you about the seals, the receipt number 1 at the end of the night? Remember the style numbers? This is where you have to fill out the returning canvas. This is how it looks. And it's already going to be pre-printed. In the morning, if you're at the table, the only thing I want you to do with this in the morning is put how many ballots you started with. So that when you start working on it at the end of the night, it already has how many you started with. And then when you have to do the breakdown, what you started with, plus this, you better end up with 100. And I'm going to show you a great example on how that works. Are we clear? All right. Now go to page 29. This is the ED forms booklet. This is in your supply cart. The ED forms booklet is also the timesheet, so people are going to be signing it as well. Also, remember the green seal that I broke off? Goes in here as well. I'm going to show you. See all the timesheets? And then when you get to your worksheet A, it tells you to put the green seal number on there. See, everything's on here in that book. All you got to do is follow instructions. Are we clear? Can I move on? Everybody looks okay. Good. The forms booklet, put it back in your supply cart. Remember, you got to take it out at the end of the night and put the red seal number. And everybody's got to sign out, okay? Okay, good. So this goes into your supply cart. Good. Let's go to page, we're moving along. Page 30. I love this. Look, it tells you how to set up your table. So remember the easy supply envelope with all your supplies in there? And remember the extra supplies in your supply cart? In the morning, this is how it should look. So go to page 30. If this is your job, set it up accordingly. Pretty neat, right, Gabrielle? You don't have to remember anything, right? Is it Gabrielle or Gabriella?
Gabrielle.
Gabrielle.
Yes. Thank you.
I think it's good. I think it's good. Great. Any questions? Okay, I'll keep it moving, right? Because you already know how that should go. Okay. This is the top of the supply cart. You see how the red stripes? This here is exactly this. Red stripe, blue table split. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Never mind the mess. I just want to show you. Page 31. This is the middle shelf, which is the one right underneath the top. You see that? It tells you where your materials for your table is located. So as you go to the middle shelf and start taking it off, put it on top of the table as page 30 told you to. And keep moving. In the same page 31, it tells you the bottom shelf. These are the items that are in the bottom shelf. These envelopes here. You see the big A envelope? Has to go on top of your table. And also the void. Why? Because page 30 told you to put them on. The rest of the envelopes, fill them out early in the morning. Everything, every single envelope, fill it out. So that way you don't have to do it at the end of the night. So when you start putting stuff away, you're good to go. Makes sense, right? You got to be ahead of the game. Also, the ones that you have on your table, fill them out. So you won't have to do them at the end of the night. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Then put them back in your supply cart with the orange and your gray transport bag. Go to 46 for me, please.
Hold on a minute, I have a question about the envelope A. That goes, is placed on the table?
On the table.
Why?
It says
It
it's
says
over
it's
here.
okay.
Why is it, why
It
is
should
it?
be
Because-
available, you know. Go ahead.
All right, you're asking a
It's page
question.
42.
Please.
Once you get an affidavit voter that's giving you an affidavit envelope inside the, affidavit ballot inside the affidavit envelope, and you place it back in here, the coordinator is gonna tell you one of two things. Either put it back in the supply cart or keep it on your table. Why? Because you will get affidavits. You're not gonna run away from me. You're gonna get people asking, well, I belong here, give me an affidavit. I'm not moving anywhere.
It's based on the coordinator?
Based on the coordinator. Now, the reason why they told you initially don't put it there is because there's nothing in there yet. But once you get an envelope,
Oh, wow.
once you get it, put it to the side, because you're gonna get some, and they don't want you going back and forth to the supply cart. They could just say, oh, you're an affidavit, okay, no problem, when the process is done, put it back in the envelope, and just put it to the side. Don't put it next to the voter, put it next to you, to the side, so that you can have easy access to it, okay? All right. I thought you guys were going to what page? 46?
46.
Now, 46 is a copy of the voter registration list. I like this. Watch. I'm going to run right through this. How easy it is. Here we go. That's a copy of the voter registration list. This is what's going to be on top of your table. To the left is all the voters' names. In the middle, next to the voter's name, is a signature from the year prior, and then underneath is empty. That's where I have to sign in order for me to get a ballot. To the right of it, it looks like this voter got ballot number 70. So they put on ballot 1, they put 70, because that's my ballot number. You see that? Before they took it out. Are we clear? They got the 70 from this. Okay? Next to the ballot number is initials. They want to know who took care of Sam. So put your initials if you're at the table. See how easy this is? Because remember, you're working in bipartisan. While you're doing the voter registration, and your bipartisan is getting that ballot ready. You're not working alone. No? You see those little boxes to the side? Next to it are special situations. Special situations, you see right here, all of these are special situations, and remarks, they go together, always. So if you check one of those special situations, they better have some remarks on it. And I'm going to go through them. Let me get my special pen. One second. That's why it's special.
So when we were in the other room and somebody has to replace their ballot, where would that new ballot number
I'm
go?
not okay. I'm going to get there in like 5 minutes. Special situation, affidavit. If you get a voter that you have to give an affidavit to, for any reason, which I'm going to go through in a few, you have to check that box and put in remarks why you gave that person an affidavit. See that? It's easy. Just follow instructions. The next one, it says assistant. If I come to your table and I have assistant, I can have an assistant, but you have to check that box off and put the person's name who assisted you in their relationship. Right? You can put whatever, brother, sister, mother, okay? Challenge. If I'm at your table and I give you my name and you find my name, and then Hugo walks by and say, hey Sam, how's Florida? How's Florida treating you? So then you, as the inspector, heard that. For you, that's a challenge because you're like, wait a minute, do you live in Florida or you just have your name still on the book? You see how that works? Has it happened? Yes. It's happened in the past. However, because you heard it, now you have to make a judgment. You got to say, Sam, do you live in Florida or do you live here? Because your friend just said, do you live in Florida? How's Florida? And then I'm going to say, I live here. So then if you would like to challenge me, in the blue table display is what we call challenge oath. It's open up, but I'm not gonna open this up. They're gonna be open and available. You have to remove this, and I gotta read the top, just a couple of words, signature and date, and then I have to return it to you, and that's when you can give me a ballot. So you gotta check challenge, and then put you forward. Has it happened? Yes. It's happened 3 times actually. But you can't throw this paper away, you gotta put it away in the daily transport. Because we want that back. Everything's in this book, I guarantee you. It talks about all this and it tells you where to put it. Next one.